And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Oh my God. No big deal. It's only like 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. I only get up at like 5:30 a day. Not a big deal. 7 days a week. But Crypto Hulk, you don't sleep in? Well, today, my alarm did not go off. And I'm laying there on my Tempur-Pedic bed that I've had. It's one of those very stiff memory foam ones. I got the hardest one they make. So I'm laying on this sucker and I love it. It's almost like laying on the floor. I'm laying there looking around. I'm like, I'm kind of awake. I'm all right. I'm like laying there kind of awake, right? Like alert, like sharp. And I'm like, oh shit. That's right. Every Saturday the alarm does not go off of my phone. Oh shit. So I look at my phone, it said 6:12. And I'm like, oh, I still got time to make the show. So I ate one of those egg burritos from Costco. I forgot who makes it. Then I had my little protein. I'm out of the green Vibrance powder. So I got a scoop of protein powder in here and about 2 scoops of the fruit that I take, the fruit powder, and about half a teaspoon of sea salt. And then I made the show. And here I am today. I know that was a big deal for everybody. Let me see who's here. Your friend, Roberto. Hello. Hola, Roberto. Hola, mi amigo. Then you got K-Ray, Ben, Brian, IBEW Dan. I remember that name. Stephen Morris, Hoopshaven, $500 member. Coasty, $500 member, 3 months. Chris Top, he's here. Not waiting in vain. Sold. Been saving. Joined the ranks of not the wreck. Best idea. Wait, best have Google Translator handy for the Aussie accent. Oh gosh, can't wait. Another Aussie. They're so fun to talk to. Their accent's very interesting. Member for 27 months. Well, I'll just have to send the rest tomorrow. That's maxed out for the daily limit. Okay. Let me get you on the list here. Okay, notated that on who just joined up with the Aussie money. The Aussie money. Jonathan, thank you very much for the donation right there. Then Miss Derringer says, what does Miss Derringer say, Crypto Hulk? $5 donation was a tester. Oh, it's a good thing when you guys test. You always got to test things and make sure they work. But seriously, come on, Crypto Hulk. No more bullshitting around. Good to see where I find my receipt when I donate to 500. I'll be ready to go next week. Awesome. Oh, then we got another live one here. Kite Kim Tix, put me down too, Hulk. Thank you. Maria Sangre, 39-month member. Who wait, coming up on 4 years. Oh, we should throw an anniversary party, Maria. Let me put. Let me write this down here. Hold on. Kim Tech, $100. If if you're gonna pay in smaller amounts, try to make it like all in the same show, like one after one, because it really helps with the bookkeeping. It makes it difficult for me to have to go back to different programs and find shit. It's like I don't want that, and I'm not gonna go above and beyond trying to bounce around and find shit. So just try to keep it all in one program. It really helps. Rookie numbers, Stephen Morris says rookie. But Kim Tex is on my list here. I wrote 100. I don't want everybody doing that shit. It's just too fucking time consuming. It's hard for me to keep track of this. It's hard enough to balance and juggle all the members I got now. Let's not make it extra challenging for Crypto Hulk. Now, with that said, my Instagram, let me take a quick little peek here. If you're trying to get a hold of me after you donated, the Crypto Hulk 2025. So let me put that here. Instagram. Now, you have to use my exact address here. Type it exactly. The Crypto Hulk in lowercase, and then 2025, all one phrase. If you don't do that, you'll be talking to a scammer. We have a $500 member that thought he was talking to me for like a month, buying and selling different things or whatever based on talking to the scammer. The person asked me, hey, Crypto Hulk, what about, and they asked about such. I'm like, what? And they said, what about it was some either crypto or stock that they had invested in. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they're like, oh yeah, you told me like last week. And I'm like, okay, let me say this like a third time. I don't know what you're talking about. Then they're like, everything got quiet for a minute. I don't know how much money this person put in or lost or whatever. But that's why I tell you, use that. Can I write off my Crypto Hulk donation? Yeah, it appears that they're still taxing me on most of this stuff. So I guess so. Go ahead and do it. Now, the X. Let's go on X. Crypto Hulk 19. Let me just give you the link for my Twitter X. There we go. And then I'll tell you something that came up. Okay, so I'm talking to a $500 member the other day. If you pay the $500, you go to your YouTube account. You have to show me your username. I need to know. See, a lot of people contact me either on this platform or that platform, whatever. Okay. I need to see your YouTube username. Your username on Twitter doesn't help me find it on YouTube. Some people don't know that, so I'm letting you know. I need your YouTube. Hi, Crypto Hulk. My name is blank from YouTube. That's my username. Oh, fucking brilliant. Thanks for helping me out. How can I help you? Well, on this such and such date, and the title of the show is blankety blank, and at the 7-minute mark, I gave a $500 donation. My phone number is this. if it's American, if maybe I can do Canadian as well, I think. But I'm going to give you a Telegram group where I can call you if I can't get a hold of you on a regular phone. Here's where it shows that I paid you on my account. We're not taking snapshots. People still keep doing this. And I'm like, really? People still keep showing me the top chat and where they donate. That doesn't mean a fucking thing to me. My name could be Dick. And I could take a picture of the screenshot and send it to Crypto Hulk. Guess what? Don't be a dick, okay? So anyhow, I wasn't saying anything wrong. My kids are watching, for God's sake. I was talking about Dick, okay? Not about anything bad. This butcher cuts a lot of needle. What? I was talking to a $500 person. It was inspiring. So this person's like, I think they've been watching the show for like a year or something like that, a couple years or more. It's hard to remember. I talked to so many people. And this person's like, okay, they love this show. I'm trying to figure out how to put it. And I didn't want to sound immodest, but I'm just, I'm not going to use the same words the person used, but they look forward to the show. They love this show. This show is their life. Something kind of like that. I'm like, oh, looks like we got a fan. But this person is like, this person, and I think like even myself, like I need this show because it's full of facts. In a world of all kind of uncertainty and fucked up, in this program, I don't know everything. I told this person, when I show facts, everything could be like wrong. All right. This crypto space is so secretive, so hidden. They're hiding so much stuff so you don't understand. I told her I missed out on everything, any kind of investments that have ever happened, this and that. I'm not missing out on this one. They're secretly dumping the prices, and I don't fucking care. I'm going to keep buying and stuff, or keep holding if you're in that position. And she's like, you know what? When I watch the show, I don't even fucking worry about nothing. And I said, look, I added up how much time I spent in the show. I was figuring it out. I work out for about 2 hours. I eat for an hour. I'm down working on I wake up and I'm off the bed at 6, and I go back to sit down on the bed at about 8 to 8:30 at night every morning. So I'm probably working 10 hours a day. It's like 65, 70 hours a week, I'm sure. Right in there is about a good 65 hours. Yeah. 70, some weeks, yeah. That's kind of like where I'm at with this show. From the time I talk to people, read messages, research news, like putting a show together is about 2 to 3 hours. That's what it takes me to do that. It's a tremendous amount of work. 46 JDMA, the meth effect. Keep it that way. Thanks, sir. Oh my God. That's why I have to snort so much methamphetamine just to keep up with you guys. But it was kind of funny. I was talking to this person, and it almost was like their personality was kind of like mine. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. But I've met some very interesting people that become members. One guy, we're talking about stereo systems for a little bit and how much I like technology with music and sound and analog and digital. And anyhow, just very interesting. Stephen Morris says rookie. No matter what, I'll never measure up. But yeah, it was just, and this person's taken out loans. This person literally said, I've literally, I mean, this person's taken out of money they didn't have, probably 75,000 to 100 grand in loans. I'm like, oh man. But that's how much some people, like when they watch this show. Now, I don't, and I told her I knew this person had, or maybe I didn't, but maybe I did. Yeah. This one person had like a $700,000 house or something or whatever, and they had 500,000 in equity. So they took out about 100 or something. And that's fine. You know, other people take out more, but it's like, you all have to make your own decisions on things and stuff. And I realized after 4 Crypto Hulk shows, we were in good, trustworthy, informed hands. Yeah, I work extremely hard to find information. I will start the show any second now. But it was just, I was talking to this person and I was like, wow, my job is really, it is totally important. I admit it. I love this job. You got to love what you do. Then it makes it not work, but it is work. But when you do a job that you absolutely love, and she's like, you know what? You're going to change thousands of people's lives. Like she said, you have changed my life. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, that's my intention. I'm not just here to do dumb shit or read off popular or whatever. And I was telling her when I worked for the different jobs that I've had, my goal is always to be the best. You know, I just don't show up at a job. I show up, and I may not be good at first, but I try every day to figure, okay, I got to be better than yesterday. And then the next day comes along, I got to be better and better. And when I walk in the building, I'm trying to be the top 3. Number 1, if I can't be 1, then I'll be first or second loser at the most. But my goal is to try to be right up at that top. And that's just how I work. You know, I don't know. But let's get on with this news so I can help show you guys what's up. AJ Singh says late fee. Okay, this time I'll accept it. Let's go to the first article right here. Ripple. Want you to see this, everybody. While they're tricking you with prices, it's sad how many dumb shits leave comments. And I just delete people or block them or whatever. Well, that crypto's not going up. Like, you're so fucking stupid. You have no idea what's going on. You don't even know what a dark pool is, you fucking. All you know how to do is suck your boyfriend's dick, and you're a guy, by the way. That's all you know how to do. You know anything about a dark pool, do you? Do you know anything about permissioned private ledgers? Of course not, because you're a dumb fuck. That's why. Do you think they're using them? Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Crypto Hulk. I'm too busy sucking my boyfriend's dick and leaving dumb shit comments on your program. Oh, I'm so fucking smart. All right. Ripple adds Coinbase. I don't know if you're hearing this news. Let me repeat that one again. Ripple adds Coinbase crypto futures to its $3 trillion. I'm almost ready to laugh and cry for joy. Tears of joy. Ripple adds Coinbase. Ripple adds Coinbase crypto futures. Everybody, you're given a blessing right now. You got this channel. I'm blessed by this show. This is an amazing channel. Like when I study shit, like I'm not sitting here watching my own show. I do sometimes watch a little bit of my program to critique different things. How can I do something better? I mean, I'll watch maybe 5 minutes sometimes here and there. Ripple adds the Coinbase crypto futures to its $3 trillion clearing platform. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, wow. Ripple Prime. You know, Ripple bought something called Hidden Road. And Ripple changed the name to Ripple Prime. And what does it do? It helps institutional clients. See, remember, I hate to tell you guys this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I believe in it's better to get the reality news than to believe a stupid fairy tale. Ripple is not designed for you. Ripple has something called Prime. It's for institutions, not you. Okay. Ripple Prime institution clients can now trade Coinbase's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, and XRP in a regulated U.S. market. Oh my God, everybody, I just want you to see what's happening. You're being blessed because you get to watch one of the best programs on cryptocurrency. You get to watch how it all gets put together. I'm showing you how every day a piece gets moved into the puzzle. That's what's happening. And dumb shit channels out there are trying to do all this hype stuff. Buy this today. Hey, you're watching one puzzle piece be put together at a time on my channel. The prices are super duper cheap. That's what Barney says. Super duper. That's what you're seeing. Then what are people going to bitch about? Oh, it's just too expensive. I got $500 members that join, and they're telling me, Crypto Hulk, I love this. These prices are so... I got people that just got in the past 3 months. Crypto Hulk, I understand everything that's on your channel. It's amazing. I watch other channels now, and it's just, they're fucking... Not all. There's some good channels out there. There's some, like 5. People watch this channel, and then they're like, Crypto Hulk, when I watch other channels, I know which ones are dumb shit channels right away. And I know which ones are really good and which ones are really bad because I watch your show. And then I model. I watch your show. I take that as the template, the example. And then when I watch other shows, I know who's good, who does the research. And then other channels are dumb shit. I learned that on your channel. I could just tell. And I'm like, good, congratulations. You've graduated. So we got Ripple here. Ripple is hooked up with the DTCC. Oh, God. They move $4 quadrillion a year, and Ripple's right in there. Ethereum's not in there. Ethereum is not running any kind of trading in a regulated market. No other cryptos are doing this. You just have brokerages doing that. That's what Ripple's all in this. Ripple has a $3 trillion clearing platform. It's called Ripple Prime. It now offers Coinbase crypto futures cleared by Nodal, N-O-D-A-L, Nodal Clear. Contracts include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP futures available for trading around the clock for institutional clients. They're changing this game, everybody. Before, you could never trade all around the clock. Now you can. Name a crypto company like Ripple, whatever, that's hooked up with a DTCC with institutional trading. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nobody like that. Oh, shit. But Crypto Hulk, the prices aren't going up. I'm not even going to discuss that. That's so fucking stupid. That's so embarrassing. Talk about that shit. Because that shows you have no idea what's going on. We don't have, this is for the dumb shits out there, okay? We don't have a regulated market. Now, Ripple is getting into a regulated market, and Ripple's then going to help bring all the regulation. To even talk about prices, sometimes I'll discuss a price that Grok predicts it should be, not me. Okay, and that's usually at the end of a program, where probably the 1-2 minutes of the show would talk about the price, and then the show ends and it's over. So you do have to talk about price. Where is this crypto? If I go buy something, I got to know where it goes, right? So sometimes we have to talk about the price. And when I talk about a price, it's because Grok gave me a prediction, a speculation. And that's it. Not a big deal. And it's so sad. These people are out there saying bad things about Crypto Hulk. Oh, just because you don't have a channel because you're too big of a fucking dumb shit. And who's going to pay your stupid ass money? You stupid bitch, leaving these stupid fucking comments on my show. I want you to start a program and see if anybody gives you any fucking money, loser. All right? because all you're trying to do is confuse and rip people off. That's why I've been here 6 years teaching people, because you're a fucking dumb shit that leaves stupid ass comments on my channel because you're too much of a loser to have your own channel. Oh, you just got served. Start your own channel, dude. Grow up, be tough, start your own channel, and see if anybody fucking watches you, you dumbass. Ripple, the blockchain firm closely associated with the XRP ledger, said Thursday that clients on the XRP Ripple platform can now trade the full range of crypto futures listed on Coinbase derivatives. I'm showing, wow, this is massive right here. Crypto derivatives have become one of the fastest growing parts of the digital. Now, who works also with the DTCC? Oh, just the crypto that I was telling you about 9-12 months ago, Canton Coin. You know, when no other crypto person was ever talking about that, it was Crypto Hulk. And then finally we waited like 9 months and it showed up. 6 months, whatever it was. Yep, that's what we do on Crypto Hulk Show. Oh, but we just talk about scammy stuff, right? Oh, yeah, you're so right. Yeah, Crypto Hulk is such a scammer. Oh, God, yes. Fucking pole smoker. The new service builds on Hidden Road. A futures commission merchant, prime broker Ripple acquired last year for $1.25 billion. Ripple bought a company called Prime Road that deals with derivatives and shit. Now Ripple is on the DTCC customer list. There's no other cryptos like this. Let's click out of that article. Let me check the program here. Crypto She-Hulk. Hang on tight to the finale, she says. Chris Sharpie says, been getting scammed since I got here. Yes, absolutely. Speaking of getting scammed, no, just kidding. Let's go over Kraken. Kraken Crypto Exchange. They're also a bank now, by the way. That's not a big deal. See, let me tell you something. Let's talk about the boiled frog dilemma. The boiled frog phenomenon. I learned this when I was trying to get a master's of organizational leadership degree, where I got 7 out of 12 classes done, A+, pretty much grade point average. At least 4 professors telling me I need to get a doctoral degree in organizational leadership. They said, Crypto Hulk, well, that wasn't my real name for this school. Well, actually, yes, it was. But no, we learned about the boiled frog syndrome. What that is, see, these other channels and dumb shit people with low IQs that leave comments on my channel, here's the boiled frog syndrome is the way you boil a frog, well, it's just like an analogy. If let's say you're a business owner, okay, you own a business and things are going great. But then over time, things start to slide and pretty soon you're bankrupt. How does this happen? The boiled frog syndrome. That's what they try to teach us at the master's level. So you put a frog in lukewarm water. It could be kind of cold water at first. Let's say cold water. Okay. And you just turn the temperature a little bit. Wait a little bit. And you just turn a little bit more. Wait a little bit, just turn it. And you just keep doing that for whatever, 5 minutes or something like that. Before you know it, that water's hot and that frog is out of breath because it started to get warmer and then a little hotter, and then a little hotter, and then a little hotter. And then pretty soon the frog doesn't notice, but it's exhausting the frog. The frog's getting exhausted. And then eventually when that water's just too... And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Looks like YT had to pull the plug on the show, and that's for show. The boiled frog syndrome. So put some of my fruit drink in my ice. So what happens is frog, let's say you have a business that's going great. Let's say you have crypto and it's going great or whatever, but little by little, someone's turning up the temperature. And it gets hotter and it gets hotter and it gets hotter. And before you know it, it's just, oh, I got to get out of here. It's just too hot, but it's too late. You're already exhausted. You're dehydrated and you can't climb out of the pot. Oh, man. Then you get boiled to death. That's crypto. Oh, shit. We got another one. Locked and loaded. I'd like to be loaded right now, but I can't. Just kidding. Just kidding. There's my magic pen. Let me write the next person in. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. So what do we got the name here? Taco Dashaby. That and another brave soul to sign up under Crypto Hulk. Made a smart decision. We're going to go over strategies when I call you and stuff. Everything's going to be okay. So everything's going to be all right. Thanks, Bob. What we got is people in crypto right now that are the boiled frog. If the price doesn't go up immediately, they ain't going to hop out of the hot water because, oh, it just went up a little tiny bit. I'm not going to pay attention. What we look at in my program is every day. We look at what is happening. It's amazing what's happening. Other people don't realize it because they're going to be that boiled frog. They're sitting in that pot of water. They have no idea they're about to get wrecked. They have no idea they're about to get burned, boiled, whatever you want to call it. You and me, we notice each time. Every time the temperature goes up 1 degree, oh, we know. That's what I'm trying to show you about awareness. How is your awareness to what's going on? Let's look at this example right here with Kraken. I want you to see what we have. Kraken just became a bank. Now, what the dumb people say, oh, but the price didn't go up. See, whatever these dumbasses, the only thing they can say was that, well, the price never went up. These are the same people that I used to be, stupid investing. They don't understand. They want a price to go to the moon, but then eventually they end up. These were the ones selling out of all the crypto and all this stuff in the past few months. These are all people that sold out and got out of different positions. I haven't gotten out of anything. I love this. Hey, if I have to wait, I got to wait. More people that are brand new. I got a lot of people that are $500 members that say they love these low prices and how everything is because they're now able to catch up. People like Crypto Hulk, when I first got in, XRP was $2.80. Now they're buying the shit out of it because they couldn't afford it then at $2.80. Now they can get it for $1.30. I mean, it depends on how you look at things. Kraken. Let's look at Kraken. Kraken rolls out a unified execution layer. Oh, really? For X stocks, tokenized equities called Exchange. I want you to see what's going on, everybody. These exchanges are all starting to integrate. Exchange is an on-chain trading engine, and it's a unified execution layer for X stocks issued on Solana and Ethereum. I want you to see the pattern, everybody. Don't be discouraged. It always starts with the dumb shit, Ethereum and Solana. It always starts there, but then they leave because it doesn't work. We've seen this over and over and over. Dumb people don't get it. The dumb people think, oh, yes, Solana and Ethereum must be good because everything starts with them. It's so sad with these low IQ individuals. Yes, it does start with them, but then they leave. They leave those platforms and they go find shit that works. But the dummies don't realize it, okay? Because they're just, yes, Solana and Ethereum. Oh gosh, they're the best. Then why does everybody leave them? Wow. You don't see that part, do you? Okay, you will, though. You will. Kraken is rolling out an on-chain trading engine and a unified execution layer. Gee, I wonder if it has anything to do with XDC, Axelar, Ripple, anything? Oh, we're going to find out, and I'm going to show you right here. Yes, it does. Kraken is rolling out an on-chain trading engine and a unified execution layer for its X stocks tokenized assets. I want you to see a year ago, we weren't hearing anything about tokenization, were we? No, we weren't. Not a peep. A year ago, we were saying one day we'll get into the Web3 stage. I've been waiting almost 6 years for us to get into the tokenization phase, and they're doing all that right now. We're seeing it. What are we seeing? Let's look at the pattern. Every day now, I have a program. It involves institutions and tokenization, doesn't it? Yes, it does, Crypto Hulk, but yet the prices are super cheap. I was telling a $500 member the other day, go back to 2020 around August. Crypto Hulk show. Start watching some episodes. I was calling the shots back then. Before these institutions come in, all these prices are going to dump. They're not going to pay $500 for an XRP, everybody. They're not going to pay $100 per XRP. They're not even right now paying $1.30. They're probably paying 40 cents. Let me tell you how that works for the people that are slow or brand new. I uncovered something called dark pools. Nobody else was talking about it, just lonely old Crypto Hulk. And I went back to Jeb McCaleb's Mt. Gox website. I pulled it up and I showed you the actual website. Okay. It's the website's still around. Mt. Gox website's still around, if you know where to look. And I pulled it up, and Jed was talking about dark pools. It says in there where you can buy and sell crypto off the order books. And I'm like, what? I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this until I read it on a Mt. Gox website. That's a Ripple founder. The guy that founded Stellar, Mt. Gox, okay? Biggest scam in crypto, second biggest scam. When FTX came along, that became the biggest scam. Until then, it was Jed McCaleb's Mt. Gox website. Yes, he had sold it, but as he walked out the door, the house was already burning. Good old Jed McCaleb, right? Okay. Now, we have right here, let's talk about tokenization right here. Backed X stocks has emerged as a leading avenue for tokenized equities. Everything's tokenized now. Everything on my show now is institutions, DeFi, Web3, and tokenization. I mean, damn, that's exactly where we want to be. You are lucky right now that you're having me being able to give you all this great information and crypto to be as cheap as it is. Oh my God, this is awesome. If you're brand new, we have time right now as institutions are getting in. I told you, go back to 2020, watch some Crypto Hulk episodes, and I told you when institutions jump in, these prices are going to dump because they're not going to pay $500, $100. They ain't going to pay $20 per XRP. They ain't going to pay $5. They ain't going to pay $3. This is all happening exactly like I said. Now, backed X stocks. Let's go to like a couple paragraphs down. Backed X stocks has emerged as a leading avenue for tokenized equities, having surpassed 25 billion in lifetime transactions. It starts talking about Dune, D-U-N-E. Dune data shows X stocks on Solana account for 46% of total tokenized stock market share, with Ondo's Ethereum and BNB chain offerings together capturing 52% of the market. Now, I want to show you who's involved. What two cryptos are involved. Now, you can buy Ondo at Caleb and Brown, my partner. You got Ondo's Ethereum with BNB chain offerings. That captures 52% of the market. Who is helping Ondo do all this? Excuse me. Right here, who's helping Ondo do all this? Well, Ondo Finance and the crypto Axelar integrate for cross-chain tokenized secure notes. November 2023, about 2.5 years ago, I told you this before. When Ondo hit the scene, I already drew all the connections to Axelar and Ripple. No other crypto person. Nobody else knew. So for a good 3 to 4 to 6 months, I'm talking about how Ripple and Axelar, nobody knew about this when I was going over. It's sad. And you can even watch my program. I was telling you, nobody's talking about Ondo hooked up with Axelar. What we got right here is X, and you got this Ondo Axelar partnership. Now, who's helping Axelar? And that's Ripple right there. Look at these connections right here. So very simple. I'm showing you how this is all being done right here. We're talking about tokenization, Ripple and Axelar partner right there. Ripple and Axelar are partners. We've got Ondo and Axelar are partners. And in the article, it's talking about Ondo Ethereum with BNB chain. We're talking about X stocks. What makes all this happen? Axelar and the XRP, which is Ripple blockchain. And all these can be bought at Caleb and Brown. There's your connection right there. Let me click out. We got another. Oh, we got another one. Let me put you on the list. And this will be Dan V. 5982. 5982. Right on. Great decision. Great business decision you just made. Marky G says he's watching the show 2 hours a day. I'm down to about an hour now. I've got a lot of members. I don't have time to make 2 shows. I really have no time. I'm on the phone for like 4 hours. 4 hours a day. It takes me 2 to 3 hours to put together a show with everything I got to do to research it and all that and find all the connections. 2-3 hours. And that's on a good day. Back when I was looking at cryptos and we were pumping and dumping, it'd be 4 hours for one of those. Because I'd have to contact my friends, my 2 friends. That's all I have in the whole entire world is 2 friends. And one guy is like a coder type, and the other one's very good with finding computer stuff. So I'd work with those 2, and then we'd all have to kind of agree that that's going to be the coin, because I needed they were really good at what they did, and I'm not good at what they do. So I'd work with these 2 guys, and that's how I do the pump dump shows. We'd look for all kinds of stuff. We'd look to see if sharks are in the water. So if you guys were to invest, how long would it take for a shark to eat up what you put in? You know, if it was somewhere, if it would take an hour or two, that'd be a good coin. Some of these sharks are real alert. They have alerts. And if you put money in, they're there, they're going to dump. But sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes I've noticed within 15, 20 minutes. And those kind of coins, I would tell people, hey, don't put money into this thing. But if we noticed it would take 2 hours for the sharks to come in and take your money, then we'd run the pump dump on a 2-hour time, because we'd have 2 hours to get in and get out and make money before I'd test it the night before. I'd put in $300-400 and see how long would it take for the sharks to take my money. And if it took 3 hours, then I'm like, fuck it, let's put it on the show. That's good. We can get in and out in an hour or 30 minutes on the show, and everybody's going to make money. So, all right. It takes a lot of work. Let us go. We got 15 minutes. All right. I'm going to go. Okay, let's look at Florida. I don't have any deep dives for today. I'm just like hitting articles fast because this is, I want to show you big pictures now, big picture stuff. We're not zooming down in today. We're just hitting 4, 5, 6 articles today. Because I want you to see trends. Now's the time to look at some trends. Florida, where's it at? Okay, first, this is a first time in the United States. I want you to show you. I want to show you what's going to happen right here. The banks and the Democrats have shut down crypto in the country. And I'm not being political. I'm just stating a fact. If you get butthurt, just look in the mirror and say, you're the fucking reason, okay? The Democrats and the banks are all shutting down crypto. They have for 4 years when that puppet zombie brain dead Biden was called president, and Gary Gensler was in that whole thing. It's shocking how Democrats were like, he wasn't a puppet. He didn't stop crypto. I'm just like, wow, really? You believe in the Easter Bunny, don't? I knew it. I fucking knew it. Mom always left me a quarter or a dollar bill when I lost a tooth. First USA state level stable coin passes Florida. I'm telling you, Florida's not giving a fuck anymore. They are so fucking tired of these Democrats. Florida's coming in. They're just making crypto laws, not giving a fuck. They're not waiting for the Democrats in government to okay this Clarities Act, because the Democrats are sucking big danks, the big banks' dicks. Almost said big dank. No, you smoke dank, I think, but you don't suck on it. I guess you could, but not that I know. But first U.S. This is the first United States state stablecoin bill passes in Florida. The Republicans are not waiting around. They're so fucking sick and tired. Florida, awesome. Senate, it's called Senate Bill 314, looks to create a framework for payment stablecoin issuers in the state, including consumer protections. See, they're getting all this stuff done. They're talking about consumer protections, financial. Meanwhile, the Democrats in the United States government are shutting it all down. They want us all to be fucking slaves. I told you already. These people in government, here's what's up. Here's what's up. Both parties, Republican, everybody. All these political people take bribes and fuck us over. All parties, okay? All parties. This is Crypto Hulk. I love everybody, okay, right now, and I won't for long, so listen up. All these government people, all of them, they don't care about you and me. They're trying to make their millions. They don't give a shit about us. They'll sell us off in a minute. Florida said, fuck it. We're going to have the stablecoin rules, whether the United States government gets their shit together or not. We're going to have them. Bam, we got them. And guess what? Other Republican states, here's what if I was a betting man, which I'm not a gambler, Crypto Hulk, shut up. Guess what? Montana's going to do the same thing. Maybe Texas, except the country of Austin. Those people there are so fucking weird, weirdoed, and whacked out. These Republican states, they're going to start passing their own stablecoin laws, and it's going to make the Democrats in government look really shitty. So eventually, these Democrats in government, and that's what I'm saying. That's why people have joined this $500 for 3 months. I'm trying to open it up to everybody. Get on the phone, the Crypto Hulk hotline. No, I don't have that anymore, but that's my new Crypto Hulk hotline. Give me a call. Let's get you prepared because something wicked this way comes. And when El Presidente, Donald, signs those laws, you're going to wish you were calling Crypto Hulk because I'm going to get you set up for success. We're going to make a killing this year. We already know what's happening. Florida's not giving a care. They're just going to do it. All these other states, all these Republican states, stablecoin laws, stablecoin. Pretty soon, Democrats will be like, Nancy Pelosi's be like, am I 300 years old now? Or Bernie Sanders is like 500 years old. He's probably around when Noah was walking the earth before the flood and shit and all that stuff. Florida Senate Bill 314 looks to create a framework that the United States is not building. Florida's doing this for payment stablecoin issuers in the state. It includes consumer protections, everybody. Florida's not waiting. I'm not going to read this article anymore. Look at it on your own. They're going to have it all set up, all their protections, all this stuff. Meanwhile, the government's like, oh, what do? We don't understand. Oh, see, all your Democrats are getting bought off by all the banks. That's why they're not doing anything. And then the communists, which bought off the Democrats, they don't want you rich. They want you to be a fucking slave. Communism's never about having people become rich and powerful. It's about taken away from those that work hard and giving it to fucking useless shithead people that don't deserve it. So those fucking low IQ genetics can break what Darwinism was showing us, that the strong survive. But Crypto Hulk, I thought you were a religious kind of guy. No, it's common sense. If you get fucking dumb, retarded ass people and you keep giving them money, they're going to start fucking create more stupid people in your country. That's what that is. And then since their religions are different, they're going to bring their bastard religions into the United States. You have a bunch of inbred, like Ilhar Oman with the IQ of 5. You're going to have a bunch of these dumb motherfuckers in the United States. That's what would happen. So let's just cut off the welfare and all the dumb shit. Let these people fucking just go where they came from, back to their maker, okay? And let us smart, strong people survive like Darwin had. That's how it is. The strongest survive. Why are we letting all these dumb motherfuckers keep breeding and having like 10 babies and shit and have these weird fucked up religions in this country? I'm not trying to have all that shit. They can go back to where they came from or go back to see God or Buddha or go back to being a housefly or whatever your karma is supposed to be. So this is what's going on in Florida. I will go on to the next article. Zero hash. Look what we got here. Let me do a copy and a paste. Hulk, I had to make a different channel just to comment. My other channel doesn't allow me. I sent a donation, but no reply. That's what happens. YT, for some reason, on their algorithm, won't allow. Like my brother had he had a channel, but he couldn't talk on my program. So what people have to do is contact your friend, have them sign up. This is the way you get around YT censorship, okay? That's why I'm still here, because people that were watching my show, one guy said he's had 6 different names over the past 6 years because YT usually burns them up every year. So he's got to start a brand new one. So, and he uses other people's information to get the channel. So that's the games you got to play. Sweet Jonesy, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. We got Abils, Mr. Maldonado. Hulk, do you see the news with Hashpack and Kraken? No, I didn't. I can't see everything. Dan V is like, I like this, ready to get out of the boiling water. Right. When you and me talk, Dan V, I'll learn from you and you'll learn from me. That's how it works. Learning, I believe, is best in groups. And then there's other times where individuals, it's better in individual circumstances. Because sometimes in groups you get groupthink, and that could be kind of not good. But zero hash. No, this isn't the kind that you snort smoke. I wish. But, wait a second. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything about crypto or finances. What I do know is about hardcore street drug use, heroin, cocaine, opium, LSD. I smoke it all, inject it, and whatever. Don't even listen to one word I'm saying. I am so high 24/7, and I have been for the past 6 years. This is the worst channel to ever get financial advice from. I don't know anything, and I'm lying to you the whole time. That is a disclaimer on this program. Now, Zero Hash seeks a national trust bank charter. Really briefly, Zero Hash wants to provide digital asset services like custody over digital asset, fiat currency, and other assets. Custody staking. Zero Hash wants transfer agent services, stablecoin management. Are you seeing all this? We got companies, listen, following the lead of other digital asset companies seeking a national trust bank charter. Crypto infrastructure firm Zero Hash has submitted an application with the OCC. Everybody, what are we seeing here? Crypto companies are becoming banks. We're also seeing banks are trying to acquire crypto technology so they can have the ability. Banks are hooking up. JP Morgan, the world's biggest bank, hooks up with BlackRock, the world's biggest trader, and they're partners with Coinbase. Ta-da! You see that? See what we got going on? A biggest bank, a biggest trader, and crypto. They're all tied in together. This is what we're seeing. Crypto is being worked into the financial system. Everybody, they're getting it all set up. Don't be that boiled frog. Get on the phone with Crypto Hulk. Let's go over a strategy. You got 3 months. We can figure shit out real good. My goal, walk away with at least $200,000 to $400,000 this year. That's my goal. When I talk to the $500 people on the phone, at first when they hear it, they seem, well, I think my goal is 100. Oh, no, you're going to talk with Crypto Hulk. Let me look at your portfolio. What do you got? I've got some plans for you. How about plan B? When I start talking about plan B, you're like, oh, I like that one, Crypto Hulk. I think you're right. I think I could even make 200 to 400 this year. I think you could. When we talk about it, and you'll see, I'll show you the facts, and you'll be like, now the circumstances have to work out. And if certain things happen, then you'll very easily see, you know what, Crypto Hulk, you're actually right. This could very well happen. Hey, it could. So anyhow, let me get back to this. So yeah, that's what we're seeing here. Banks becoming crypto companies and crypto companies becoming banks. Oh, look right here. The federal government of the United States. It's all coming, everybody. Don't be that boiled frog. We just turned the temperature up right here. Wait a second. We got Sweet Jonesy. So, watch this program. Go to the early comments. I showed you my Instagram. Use that exact Instagram, not another one. Look through the comments where my X is, Twitter X. Use my exact name. If you fuck up on part of the name, you're going to get talking to a scammer and you're going to lose all your money, okay? So, Sweet Jones, I look forward to talking to you maybe today, maybe tomorrow, something like that. And let me go on because I've got 1 minute left. I got 5 seconds actually. Okay, show's over. Cryptoholic, that was fucked up. Now we're gonna do this last article here. Then I gotta go. Let's see here. Yeah, somebody called me. They texted me and because they wanted to. I think they came up with about $5,000 or something. And they're like, Cryptoholic, I was able to just grab this amount of money. How do I spend it? And this person doesn't have a lot. And they're new to crypto. They kind of might have sounded a little confused, and that's fine because I'm going to make everything simple. I'm going to make everything where you can see it very, very simple, and you'll know what to do. Because I told the person, I'm not telling you what to do. Oh, I know, Cryptoholic. It's not financial advice. I said, what my job is, I can come up with a lot of research and all this stuff, and I can talk to you and help remind you of all this stuff. You're the one who has to make a decision, not me. But I can tell you what I would do if it was me, but you're not me. And they're like, oh, I know. So once we clarified all that, then I simply helped them. I'm not going to tell you what we did or whatever strategy stuff. But in the end, I think they were relieved because they sounded kind of stressed. I said, look, this is easy. Here's what's going to happen. If this and that, and then if that, then this will probably end up happening. And if it was me and I only had 4,000, whatever it was, dollar figure, these are what I would do right here, me personally. Now, I'm not you. I have a really good portfolio. Well, not really good, but I have a good portfolio. So I'm going to do this because I already have that. Okay. If you only have such and such, then you might want to do that. Okay. Now, last article. The Fed clarifies capital rules for tokenized securities, says framework is technology neutral. What do we got going on here really quick, Cryptoholic? The Federal Reserve said tokenized security, the federal government, Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not the government, actually. It's a private organization. Cryptoholic, don't confuse us. All right, the Federal Reserve government. Let's keep it simple, stupid. The Fed said tokenized securities can qualify as financial collateral under existing capital rules if they meet the same legal and risk requirements as traditional securities. What they're trying to show here is when Biden put out his crypto stuff framework back when he was president, he kind of put in like means like. So if you have a crypto that looks like a security, acts like a security, and all that kind of stuff, it's a security. So that's kind of what the Federal Reserve is just saying right here. Tokens can qualify as financial collateral if they meet the same legal and risk requirements as traditional securities. The guidance follows a January clarification from the SEC. The SEC stated that tokenized securities remain subject to federal security laws despite being on blockchain. So a security is a security, whether it's a traditional or on a blockchain. They're both the same. That's what the government's trying to show us. Now, the Federal Reserve, the United States Federal Reserve Bank, said banks should treat crypto securities. See, they're using the word tokenized. And that's good because now, okay, that's actually more accurate. You have something called a crypto, like Bitcoin. Then you also have like Paxos has tokenized gold and coins. So now Paxos would be a token, but depending on how it's packaged, it could be a commodities token. It could be a securities token. It could be a utilities token. You see what I'm talking about here? So and I'm going to end this article right here. The Federal Reserve is in the belief that if something acts like a commodity, looks like a commodity, smells like a commodity, is being used as a commodity, it's a commodity. Whether it's in the old school stock market or in a token form, crypto. All right. This is massive right here, everybody. I want you to understand this because now for the first time, the Federal Reserve is acknowledging what cryptos are what, and there's different kinds, and they're the same thing as, see, before cryptos were bad. With the Federal Reserve, oh, it was all bad. Remember Jerome Powell? Oh, yeah, cryptos, they're a danger to the financial system. No. Oh, but they're not, but he ain't saying that shit right now, is he? No. Remember in the beginning, I told you years and years ago, at first, they'll say, crypto's bad, crypto's bad, crypto's bad, crypto's bad. And I was saying that in 2020. And then I told you what? When we start getting close, crypto's good, crypto's good, crypto's good, crypto's good, crypto's good. That's what they're saying. That's what the Federal Reserve just said that right now. These different kinds of cryptos are now going to be equal with the old school. And guess what's going to happen? No one is going to want to use the old way of buying stocks because they're closed out. The stock market's closed on weekends, and it's only open in America like 9 to 5 or whatever, right? And you got all around the world, all that old system's done. It's done. The Federal Reserve of the United States just declared that if securities, an old school traditional security, and then you got something called a crypto security token, these two are the same. And that green lights all the traditional financial people to start moving into crypto. And that opens up a whole new 24/7 all around the world. It's all happening in front. Don't be the boiled frog. I'm trying to show you all the basics here. It doesn't get any more basic than the Federal Reserve telling you if something looks, acts, smells, and behaves like a security, it's a security. And we can do the same for if it acts like a utility, if it smells like a utility, it's the same thing. They're the same. Right now, it's all coming, it's bridging, it's all coming together. The prices are super cheap. If you're brand new, it's a glorious time right now to buy and get set up. Take loans if you have to. The one lady, I think she got like 100,000 in loans. I'm like, my God. Oh yeah. She's like, when I watch your program, it's all fact-based. This lady's got some guts. I was like, damn, man. Like, wow. She's like, oh man, I'm in so much debt right now. She's like, I don't even care because I know where this ends up. And she knows what she can pay on her debt while she waits to get rich. She said, I watch your show. Now she's a $500 member, so she's really, everything's doing great. But she's not worried at all. She ran stuff by me, and I said, hey, that's a great plan. You got more guts than me. But that's people that watch my program. She's like, oh, I've learned so much. Like, I used to be worried about this or that. I said, now I just look at facts. If you talk about something, I see the articles, you discuss it. I'm like, shit, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the other. But that'll be it for this program. Let me look right here. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Nothing. I guess that is it. All right. Don't be the boiled frog, says Crypto She-Hulk. And that's the truth. I use that boiled frog illustration because that's exactly how it is, right? Every day something big happens in crypto. And then the dummies that don't watch the program, they don't have an hour. They only got like 10 minutes, man. It's always these people that either don't watch my show or just watch like 10 minutes that make all this. They're all getting bent out of shape and they get stressed out and da. This show takes work. I'm investing in you. You need to be investing in yourself. You watch my program each day. you watch this program because each day you're going to learn more and more and more. Then you understand exactly what's going on. Then you're like these other people that watch my program. They're not worried about stuff because they're invested in great cryptos. If my portfolio goes to $5 tomorrow, I'm not worried. I know how this goes. They're trying to do everything they can to scare me out, shadow ban the channel, do all kinds of things. I'm not going anywhere. This is how this works. I'm going to end up rich. If I got to wait, whatever it is, but I got a little trick we're going to play so we can make a bunch of money this year. Man's Crypto Hulk, I'm out of here. And $500 people, I'll be getting in touch.